All right, what's going on with Tesla? I know it's been a few weeks, and what we're doing right now is something called bag holding. We called it when we made this trade back on Friday the 13th. I think we made it on February the 13th, and now we're about to have another Friday the 13th. So it's been a month up and down. I'll show you here inside the Robinhood portfolio. Yes, I still own this, and yes, it's still down 13%, but you will notice from the last video, the expiration has changed, and so has the strike price. I've made two more rolls on this whole Tesla debacle. I said, we will win. We will win. Unless this goes to zero, I'm going to win. All right? I'm going to win. And I meant it. We're going to win. Just might take a little bit of time. I'll dive into the spreadsheet and show you exactly what my entries were, what my exits were, and how to roll. And I will say, if this is the first video you're catching in this series, look back at, I think, the last 5 videos. This was supposed to be a series of a different cash secure put and covered call every single day. But hey, we got stuck, but we will still get to 25% return on our portfolio in the year 2026. I'll also give you an update on that number, where we're at, and with all of these rolls and losing money and gaining money, exactly how much premium I've collected by doing this one Tesla put. And the crazy thing is the premiums are so good, when I finally get out of this thing alive, I'm probably going to have to place another one. I'm probably going to have to stay with Tesla just because, yeah, the premiums are so juicy, especially with the Mag 7. Now, without giving too much away, guys, I did want to black some things out. Let's see if I can make my screen just a little bit bigger here so that it's a little bit easier for you guys to understand. So the last time we spoke, it was this roll here, this 225, that I closed for 787 and I was able to open for 828, and that was a great move. And we see the strike price started way back here, 420. Oh yeah, it was a 420 Friday the 13th. Yeah, like that wasn't going to go wrong. Well, Tesla has just, it dipped and then it bumped back up and then it dipped. And it's given a couple opportunities for me to roll out and up, or it's given me a couple opportunities to roll down and out, but also to roll up and in and bring that strike price a little bit closer to me, which is really what's going to happen, had to happen here. I had to go out to 323, as I talked about in the last video, and then here is where I came in an expiration, and then I came in an expiration again as it pushed up to 417, and then I think somebody commented like, and then it tanks again and we have to roll it again. Maybe I'll try and find that and screenshot it back in. Well, that's exactly what happened. As soon as I rolled that again, it just dumped again, and I had to roll my strike price again further down and further out in expiration. So here's the second part of this. I had to close this 417.50 for $3,008. Yikes. But if I go in and we get rid of this, let's make this all the same color. We can see I was able to open that up for $3,095. All right, which is awesome, right? That's almost an $80 increase inside that roll. And I was able to take it now from 417.50 all the way down to 385. But to do so for a credit. Now, I've spoken to a couple people now that are like, oh, I just can't roll for a credit. Sometimes you got to go out a couple months. And I think it's easier to get yourself into the credit by going out than it is by changing your strike and going down. And I could be told that I'm wrong. But from my experience, there's been very few. I'm not going to say there's never been a time, but I do not remember a time where I was not able to roll far enough out to get myself a credit. And just remember, and this is the point that I need to make, you might roll out 6 months to get a credit, but if it does what it just did here and it pops back up and that option's value dives, then you put yourself in a position to roll back in. So just because you might have to go 2-3 months out doesn't mean you'll be able to pull that expiration back if things start to go in your favor. And that's kind of what's going to happen here on the second roll. The same has happened here. I had to go 225, then I had to go 320, then I had to go 323. And when I went 323, which was out a bunch, we made that trade on 224. So I almost had to push that a month to get myself a credit. But then when it went in my favor, I was able to come back 2 weeks, and then I was able to come back 2 more days. And now after the dump, then I had to push it back out 2-3 months. Okay. But no big deal. Like I made $80 to do so Is that ideal premium? No, but I'm not losing money. So you have to zoom out. You can't look at this minus 550. You can't look at this minus 894. You can't even look at this minus 2000, because when I show you down here what the actual sum of all of these trades has been, you'll see if you zoom out and look at the big picture, you can win if you know how to manage these properly. So this was back on 3/3, which is a Tuesday. I only know that because it was my brother's 40th birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry. I know you don't watch my videos. You probably don't even know I have a YouTube channel. But we rolled again. Let's get rid of the color here. We were able to roll again now on the next day. What happened was it sucked all the way down. Pretty much, that's probably right at the money, 385. And then it boosted back up, I think, to like $4.07 the next day. I mean, let's just go back and see what that looked like. Hold on, we can kind of get an idea if we go back a couple weeks and see what we were actually dealing with there on that March 3rd, March 4th. Let's go back a month here. So this was March 2nd, okay? And then into March 3rd, kind of screwed. Went all the way down to 387, which I believe was right there. Yep, right there. I'm good to go. But then following that dive, it jumped back up to 391. So what that did is it devalued, okay, even though it only went up from 387.50 up to 391, but what it did is that volatility, what it did was it drove the price down and allowed me in one day, the value of this option went from $3,095 down to $2,200. So it changed $895 in one day. So on the next day, what I was able to do is I was able to bump up the strike price closer to the money. And also what I was able to do is bring it in 1 month in expiration and still get myself out with $31 of additional credit. Once again, ideal? Probably not. But $31, I know some people would be like, pennies in front of a steamroller. It's a steamroller. I don't know why haters just love that expression. But if we get out of this somewhat alive, I'm banking $2,231 if this expires worthless. Right, it's never going to expire worthless. My options, as we can see early, they expire worthless, or I buy to close them for a very, very small amount. This option, I don't know what's going to happen. Shit, we might be talking about this in August. I'm pretty sure I did a poll on the channel. This might go to August, but I promise you this, as I mentioned, we're going to be buying to close at a small amount, or this thing will be expiring worthless. What this does now is that brings the total for the year so far, since 2/6, took January off, F it, $1,400.58. On our goal to get to 25% return, we are at 3.46%. And as I mentioned in old videos, I put some money in here, which did increase the total value of the portfolio, but that's not going to change the percentage that much. The portfolio did start with 42,129, and I put $5,000 in to start the year, so no big deal. Tesla year to date. So we are talking right now since when did I make this first Tesla? 2/11. Actually, today is March 12th, so we'll call it 31 days. I have made on selling and rolling and these minuses, I have made myself $1,217.96. We take this and we divide it by 31 days even. That means I'm making $40 a day on it. That includes weekends. $41 a day. You figure that's 20 trading sessions. Okay, so if we're talking just 20 trading sessions, $61 a day. I'm going to take that. Because if I look at $61 a day over the course of a year, that's a couple extra dollars. I'm not trying to retire on this, but that's going to pay for a vacation. That's going to pay for a lift ticket for a weekend. That's going to pay for a flight pretty much anywhere I want to go at the end of the year. But you cannot panic and you cannot think about this one trade at a time, one simple thing at a time. This is a volatile stock. I've been doing this a long time. I know how to handle it, okay? This would probably be a pretty hairy situation for a beginner. I totally get that, which is why we have people in the Discord, which is why I'm there. I'll help you walk through it, but you need to know the fundamentals before you come to me and say I'm screwed. You need to know how to roll. You need to know how to buy to close. All the fundamentals of selling options, which self-plug, you can get in my very affordable book on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Read the reviews. This book pays for itself really in one trade, I promise. Or that's what I can't say that. I can't promise that. I'm not allowed to because of liabilities. But if you make one trade, that trade premium will probably be more than the book costs. I'm sorry that I haven't been updating every day. I'm really, I got to wait until something here changes, okay? So if this changes as we get closer to 417, if the price jumps above 407, I'm probably going to look to try and roll it back in. We are running out of time. It's got about a month till expiration. So maybe I'll be able to get maybe one more week in and maybe try and get to that early week in April, maybe before Easter or something like that. And then we'll decide. Leave in the comments what you want me to do next. I know a bunch of people want to see NVIDIA. I know Netflix has been popped out there. People want to see me trade some Netflix on just like a smaller dollar amount. We did Ford. Ford was a small dollar amount, but let me know down in the comments what you want to see. And let me know in the comments if you think that I'm cooked and this is hocus pocus and one day I'm going to pay for selling a cash Shakura put on Tesla at $420 strike on Friday the 13th. All right? I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take it easy.